All right. All right, show members, welcome to our show.
Hi, my name is Scott Klein. I am president of J&B Construction Company Incorporated. I'm second generation into a company that's been around for 64 years. This is my daughter, Allie.
No.
She is one of 3 of our kids that are representing the 3rd generation at J&B. And we are very fortunate to team up with GAF here today, Joe Hughes and Joe Plonsky, to help give a little explanation on warranties. We are using GAF's format, which is based around shingles, but we, as J&B, we deal with roofing, siding, windows, and entry systems. And some of these warranties are very similar from one manufacturer to the next. So going through this process, hopefully we'll give you a good explanation on what happens out there in the warranty world and what consumers should be looking for when purchasing a product and purchasing a warranty.
So what should homeowners be looking for when choosing a contractor?
Well, in our industry, Allie, I always tell our clients, there are 2 trumped up words in our industry. One is certified and the other is lifetime warranty. They can either mean a lot or they can mean very little. First thing you want to do is understand what certifications the contractor holds and how these certifications can impact the warranty. Second thing you want to be concerned about is the different products that are available out there and also the warranties that are associated with them. And then also you want to understand the advantage of a extended warranty. If you're planning on being in your house for a long period of time, having an extended warranty is something that is can really be beneficial. When Mom and I built our house back in '94, she informed me they're going to carry us out of that house, and we're still on that program. So warranties can be very, very confusing. Joe, can you give us a little more insight on some warranty information?
Absolutely. First of all, I'd like to say thank you. It's an honor and a privilege for us to spend some time with both of you. I've had the privilege of knowing Scott for quite a long time, and Allie not as long, certainly, but it's our privilege. So with the experience that we have, and hopefully we're going to be able to share some of that knowledge today with NARI members, and hope they enjoy this opportunity as well. I'd also like to introduce my young partner, Joe Plonsky, somebody who brings a fresh set of eyes to the process for old timers like, well, at least like you, Scott. So on our end, through the eyes of a roofing manufacturer, things really do break down into 2 categories. Whether you have a warranty that's leaks only, or whether you have a warranty that's a performance warranty. It's important to understand these things because it does create a tremendous difference in coverage within those manufacturers. I've listed a couple names here of manufacturers that do have performance warranties that are similar, but they are all different. And it's important to understand what those differences and similarities bring to the table. Something to look out for is a leaks only warranty. And unfortunately, the contractor that you're working with may not even realize that he's offering a product that does have that type of a warranty. But it's important to know. GAF has a number of options that contractors can offer. It's different from contractor to contractor, but there are a number of options available for homeowners to choose from based on the type of project, the budget, and everything else. With us, we identify non-certified contractors being able to offer our basic standard warranties all the way up to our certified contractors and our master elite contractors. They can offer warranties that do include labor, material, and in the case of a master elite, workmanship.
So before we move on any further, it's important to note that we have this disclaimer here. Moving forward, the information contained in this presentation is subject to change without notice. So it's important that you do your own research, visit the manufacturer's websites, look up what the most up-to-date warranty information is, and also reach out to your contractor and find out more from them.
So, like Joe said, moving on, can there be different warranties between residential and commercial buildings?
Well, coincidentally, I was prepared for that question. So, so yeah, absolutely, 100%. There is a difference because not everybody lives in the same place. People live in condos. People live in apartments. People live in other types of buildings, and a lot of folks live in single-family homes. That's primarily what we deal with on a day-to-day basis. But it's important to understand that warranties for single-family homes are different. The coverages are different. The terms of the coverage, like what that means is how long that coverage lasts, is different from a single-family home to a commercial structure. The meat of that is that we can talk about specifically within that what's all covered. So not just that there's a difference between commercial and residential, but understanding the difference between the types of warranties. I'm not going to get too deep into this, but I'm going to touch on it quickly and just give you an idea that there is absolutely a difference. So from a standard warranty standpoint, in most cases, you're going to get labor and materials for the first 10 years. Keep in mind, this is lifetime, but lifetime defined as, that's what that little asterisk means. Starting year 11, most manufacturers have prorated shingles only out to some period of time. It could be 30, 40, 50 years. In the case of GAF, that proration goes out to year 40 and it stops and prorates continuously at 20% for the remainder of the lifetime of that homeowner. That's a limited lifetime warranty. You get that warranty on every bundle of shingles that you're going to buy, regardless of all the rest of regardless of everything else that would come up. A step up from that is our System Plus warranty. System Plus warranties cover everything that we just talked about with a very, very big distinction. Instead of labor and materials being covered for 10 years, it's labor and materials for 50 years. That's 50 years non-prorated. For the average homeowner, that is the last roof they have to buy. To put a fine point on this, you're either going to have this coverage or you're going to have this coverage. Makes a big difference. It makes a big difference by knowing what you need to know and hiring the right contractor. In our case, we call that a System Plus.
So, does the manufacturer ever stand behind the installer's workmanship?
You'd think that they would, but in most cases they don't. It's something that Allie takes a little bit of explaining, but labor that comes with even a standard warranty doesn't mean workmanship. So in the case of GAF, we have warranties that don't include workmanship, and we have warranties that do include workmanship. Those workmanship warranties cover all of the same defect coverage in a standard warranty. They even cover the same non-prorated coverage in an extended warranty like our System Plus. But on top of that, what we do is we stand behind the workmanship of, for example, in your case, your dad's guys. So the workmanship that they're doing on the roof, GAF is saying, we're going to put our name on top of that, and we're going to say that we will be responsible. We'll be financially responsible for the workmanship done on that project. It's a very special warranty. It's not something that every contractor can offer. It's something that it takes years to get into these programs, and it's something that we think it's pretty special in the industry. If you have a heavyweight designer shingle, we will even extend that from 25 years out to 30 years. Here's why this is so important. Part might be a little hard to read, but I'm going to highlight one thing in particular, because if you take nothing else away from today, it's important you take away this very, very important point. When that non-prorated 10-year period ends with a standard warranty, you start to prorate in year 11. With an extended warranty, you don't prorate you don't have proration in year 11. You have continuous coverage at 100% all the way out to year 50. Let's take a look at what that means. So if Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner bought a $15,000 roof in year 11, even at 3% inflation, which, well, up until the last several number of months was actually pretty easy, pretty responsible compared to today. But we have a situation where in year 11, your roof's warranty would be worth about $5,500, but with a System Plus or Golden Pledge, it's worth over $20,000. That's GIF's coverage standing behind a certified or master lead contractor using the right products, using the right accessories, and us standing behind it.
So what is the process needed to facilitate a warranty?
Well,
So
when you look at the points that you made, Joe, I'm sure that a lot of people's heads are spinning right now. There's things that happen with products, and not all products or all the aspects of the warranty of the product is inclusive of the life of the warranty. So in other words, you may have a shingle or a siding product that is going to give you a 50-year warranty. The paint on that siding might only be warranted for 20 years. Your wind resistance might be limited in some cases with shingles. The stain guard on the product might be limited. These are all things a consumer should really take a look at and make sure they understand. It's very, very difficult to understand the warranties, but if the contractor is got a good certification with whatever manufacturer they're representing, they should have a very good understanding and be able to explain it to you. People really, one of the biggest things I see, really don't understand a prorated warranty as opposed to a non-prorated warranty. They get confused with what labor is when they're talking about the labor warranty. That's not install all the time. And some contractors are, not up above board and honest about what some of this stuff means. So, homeowners really need to do their homework and see what's going on. So to answer your question about what a consumer has to do if they do have a warranty claim, is they need to look at a few different things. First of all, every manufacturer is going to have their process, and the consumer has to follow that process. And most of the manufacturers that I'm aware of want the consumer and the manufacturer to work this out. The contractor really isn't involved in this process. So you need to go ahead and you need to register your claim and go through the proper protocol to get it registered so things get rolling. The second part of it, and this is confusing with consumers, is some of the information they ask for. They may be asking for things that a consumer doesn't know how to calculate or know what the answers are. So, or they may be asking for some of the product to be sent out, and they aren't able to get that product sent out. So you may want to reach out to the contractor for some assistance. With J&B, if we did the install, we certainly help with that. But if you're reaching out to a contractor that had nothing to do with the install, I'm sure there would be some type of fee associated with that. But a contractor can be very, very helpful. The next thing you need to understand is that the contractor, the manufacturer rep, and the supplier rep has nothing to do with making these adjustments to what losses might be or what needs to be completed. That is done at the manufacturer. They look at the R&D of the product and see if there were some failures, this and that. So you need to go through their process to go ahead and end up to get to the end here. And the biggest thing too is you really need to exercise patience. It takes a period of time. Like I said, the contractor, the manufacturer, local rep, and the supplier rep really doesn't have anything to do with how this process escalates, but you need to show some patience. But registering it gets you on their docket and it starts to move things along. So those are the steps you need to take. I know we covered a lot of information here today. I don't know if anybody else wants to add anything to this, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out at this number. Otherwise, thank you very much for this opportunity to near Milwaukee. And I think that if anything else, consumers should do their homework and understand product and product warranty, because it'll put you in a better place down the road if there's an issue.
Well, thank you very much, Scott. Thank you very much, Joe and Allie.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And we will wrap it up here. Thanks, everyone.